their life. So while we started 26 years back, and what we see today, there's a big ecosystem of entrepreneurship that has been created. But this vision of ours was something that we started our company with. We had a big vision. We wanted to make India self-reliant through entrepreneurship. And this has been the core driver of our business, where we want to ensure that opportunity to access entrepreneurship is not limited to a few. And I'm sure you could maybe relate to the time when, business was limited to a small community of business owners or business families whose only next generation, future generation would get into business. Rest everybody looked at getting some job, maybe a government job or a private job, because also the reason was a very big barrier entry. The barrier entry was first and foremost, there was a lot of investment or money, capital, so to say, that was required for starting a business. Second, it also came with a lot of insecurity of I would say your monthly incomes, consistency of that. And third was also a risk factor or a fear factor of your business not working out in the manner it is intended to. And franchising comes as a big rescue here, right? So if you look at franchising as an opportunity, these are businesses which are tried, which are tested. There are systems and processes which are laid down. Their promoters, founders of the company who have been doing this over a period of time, and their expertise, their experience, validated learning is passed on to a franchisee. So over these years of our existence in the industry, we have tried to, and actually we have deepened our return on the community that we are serving. We have, as I speak, almost about 90% share in the market. When I say 90% share in the market, means that any franchising which is being done in the country today, 90% of that market share is Franchise India, because we work with a huge community of business buyers who want to buy a business on one side. And we also work with every single company in the country who's looking at expanding their footprint via a franchising format or a dealership or a distribution. And we also work with the international brands who come to India looking for a master franchisee. So at the group level, we are a fully integrated franchise solution company and the largest franchise development and distribution company in the world. We have the largest startup ecosystem, the SME ecosystem in the country. Over these years, we have worked and we have also invested our time, money, and also learning to evolve our capabilities, to also build our capabilities so that we can add value to the franchise community. And we have proudly positioned ourselves as an investor-centric and a franchise-focused company, and this has not changed over the years. So there are 4 platforms which are offered, or the platforms of Franchise India, which we offer as a service to our community. And these platforms include our media business or the media arm. Second is our consulting business. Third is our advisory business, where we work with, like I said, investors and companies to help them expand, and investors take our services to take a business. And lastly is our investment business, where also Franchise India invests in companies where we feel they can be category creation. And these opportunities can be leveraged through the distribution today we have across the country. So we are a company which is present today in more than 97 cities across India, and also about 9 odd countries across the globe. And if you look at the ecosystem today, or my network of franchise consultants that we have, IFC partners today, larger number of cities in the country today are being represented by our IFC partners across India. So on the media side, we run a very big media house, which runs the biggest franchise business exhibitions, startup exhibitions, a platform for business buyers where they come to research opportunities, meet the owners of the brand, the management, leadership, decision makers in these exhibitions. And on the other side, we have companies who participate in these expos, about 120 such small and big exhibitions we do across the year, across the country, where there are 2 big expos, which are our flagship shows, one which takes place in Pragati Maidan, which we have been doing for the last 19 odd years. We're running in the 20th year now, which we have done very, very consistently. And this show brings almost about 45,000 investors from across India, 600 companies who participate across all industries. And the second edition of our flagship show is happening for the very first time in Bombay. Bombay, all these years, we have been doing a business franchise expo, but this is a bigger avatar of our show, which we are bringing, which is a West India edition. While this is a national show, once again, we're doing it in Geo Convention, and we expect about 25,000 odd investors who would also visit this event. About 300 companies who are participating in this expo. We also run a three leading magazines in the industry, where Franchising World is a publication that we started in 1999. And this is a leading publication on franchise businesses. We run a publication called Entrepreneur, which is a leading B2B publication. It is a company which is based out of US, and Entrepreneur, in fact, is the top amongst the top 2 B2B publications in the world, and we're their partners for India and Asia Pac. Second platform, which is advisory, where we are consulting arm rather, where we work with companies to make them franchise ready. Here again, we have a very strategic partnership with a company called FranCop. FranCop is the world's largest franchise consulting company, which comes with more than 47 years of experience in franchising, where FranCop has worked globally. It is a US-based company. In US, it has worked with companies like McDonald's. It has worked with companies like KFC's, Hilton, Hershey's, in making their business model ready to be scaled, to be franchised. And so in India, we are partners for FranCop for the last more than 19 years now. And we also take pride in consulting some of the largest business houses, from listed companies to startups to unicorns. We have worked with almost every top name in the country, and we continue to do so. And third is our advisory business, or I would say, in very simple terms, the brokerage business. And this is where a larger distribution is also required, because we work with a big quantum of, I would say, investor base, which is geographically spread across the entire country. And on the other side, we work with companies who are looking at a bigger footprint, right? So when I say bigger footprint, we might have regional brands looking at regional footprint. We have certain brands who are looking at a national footprint. So which also means that if I have a distribution which is spread out across the country, it gives me a better visibility and also connect with my local investors. So this brokerage company works with companies. We bring franchisees for them. We also work with investors who want to buy a business, and we kind of matchmake and facilitate a deal between the two. And that's where we get or we make our monies. And a part of that transaction is something which also goes to our partner wherever they're in the world. And lastly is our investment platform, where Franchise India also has made investments in businesses that we feel can be category creators. So some of the investments we have done are businesses which are education businesses. We have done in F&B. We have also done in services. And some of the brands you might have heard of, maybe experienced also, is a company, for example, called UClean, which is India's largest laundromat chain. It runs in about 350 locations across India. That's an investment of Franchise India. We are partners with a company called Action Coach, which is globally the largest executive coaching company in the world, headquartered in US, and we are their master partners for India and also Middle East. Another brand called Direct English, which is a UK-based company present in about 20 countries across the globe. We are their master franchisees for India. And similarly, we also run investments in F&B businesses, brands like Rasna, and I'm sure we all know the brand. We are the master licensee of Rasna. We also run a brand called Figaro Pizza, Barcelos from South Africa. So these are some investments we have done on the F&B side of the business. Now I'll come to giving the background on how big this opportunity of franchising is and how big the industry is. When we look at any business opportunity, we want to consider for ourselves. Like I said, the first thought that comes to our mind is that big enough or not, right? And second is it going to sustain and be relevant over a period of time? It might look great, the opportunity is good, but is there an opportunity for us to sustain it over a period of time? And will this industry remain relevant also over a period of time? So I'll give you and reflect upon and understand, how franchising and entrepreneurship have also evolved over the years. And friends, keep writing in. I feel if there's any question that you want to take, I'll be happy to even read that for you. But more we interact and we understand where you come from, it will really help us in understanding your profile, because largely all my partners who are there in about 97 cities today, they're very experienced and very seasoned professionals who come with nearly 15 to 25 plus years of experience working in MNCs, corporates at various levels, including consulting, business, including marketing, distribution. They come with largely all these experiences. So we'll also put something that we'll request you to answer, maybe your profile, what city you come from. We're able to interact better. Right. So we have to understand that franchising is directly proportionate to consumption. As our consumption grows, so would franchising. So we are sitting today on the best opportune time where the world, the entire world is looking upon India. And the next big investment opportunity, which everybody is thinking and banking upon, is India. Right? So, and even if you look at the economic fundamental signals which are there in the market, which also gives a reflection of what time that we are sitting on, right? So India has a very strong economic fundamentals of domestic consumption, and franchising is in the next, say, 10 odd years, it is going to grow almost 10x of what it is today. Almost 20, we all talk about startups, right? There are a lot of startups which come up every year, every day. And out of all startups that get registered and that start, 25% of these startups are actually companies which get into franchising. And if we see how franchising is also growing, there has been a very consistent year-on-year growth, which is almost anything between 25 to 30% is what this industry is growing year-on-year basis. And I'll tell you why, because franchising is a huge impact market. When I say it's a huge impact market, everything that you're consuming today is has a touch of franchising, and franchising cuts across every industry. So चाहे वो food है, चाहे वो आपका education का business है, it's hospitality, be it hotels, whether that's wellness, health, all these businesses that you see around, whether you're consuming services, whether you're consuming any kind of product, even your optical store, your apparel store, your jewelry store, brands like even Tanishq for that matter, your preschool chains, everything is today coming from a environment which is franchising. And India today is the second largest market in the world. And we have seen a big growth of franchising, especially if I talk about the last 10 odd years. And our current size is above $150 billion USD. And if you look at what global numbers look like in system sales, the world franchise economy, I would say, is almost about $4.8 trillion, which is even bigger than the GDP of India. And the majority of this growth, I would also say, is attributed to first-time business buyers. I remember 25 years back when we started off, and India obviously has a big aspiration of people who want to start a business, but there was no platform that could actually help them in getting connected with the business world. Today, when I look back and see this community is growing every year. Today, out of 100 businesses which are sold from our company, and largely I would say which are sold in India or people are buying, 60 out of every 100 businesses are bought by business buyers or entrepreneurs, I would say, franchisees, who are buying this business for the very first time in their life, who do not come with any business experience or running a franchisee ever in their life. And this industry also accounts almost about 4% to our GDP. Now, as our consumption is getting organized, I'm sure if you look at maybe 10 years, 15 years, 20 years back, we were not consuming so much of a branded product. There was not so much of brand consciousness around us. But now that consciousness has become big, almost top to bottom. Even if you see what you're wearing, I would say about 80-90% of what you're consuming, you're wearing will come from a branded environment. So consumption story of India is very interesting. It is very, very big. And we have a massive consumption engine which contributes to the growth of franchising. Second, if I talk about why this consumption is also going to, because of the lifestyle change we talk about, but India compared to the top 5 economies, we are amongst the top 5 economies in the world. And if you look at economies of Japan, Germany, US, UK, and India, if you look at how people save, there's a larger share of the incomes that people earn across the world. India has the highest saving share of income. When we talk about a country like India, India saves 20% of its income, which is much higher than countries like US, which is number one. the saving share of US is about 7%, right? Germany has about 10%, UK about 4%, Japan has about 2.5%. India is almost any between 5 to 20 times than the top 4 economies. And there's a formalization of consumption. Like I said, there's a lot of development of retail infrastructure across. Wherever there are developments coming in, malls coming in, infrastructures coming in, it will only house branded and a formal environment in it. The fourth point is I talked about the entrepreneurial legacy. Franchising and entrepreneurship also go hand in hand. India has inherently a very big substantial entrepreneurial population, and the demand for starting a business or entrepreneurial demand, I would say, especially when you look at the bottom of the pyramid, the micro businesses which are run in our neighborhood markets, which is also very, very big, like Amul Booths, our pharmacy stores, our mother dairy stores, our retail convenience retail stores, all that is being run by franchisees all across. So these were some reflections which, friends, I wanted to in fact bring to all of you. So over these years, not only we have created this ecosystem and this community who relates to Franchise India, and we are now the first. If somebody thinks about franchising today, when you Google anything on when you put the word franchising on Google, the top 10 searches that you will find on Google will also land you on the website of Franchise India. And most probably when you even search any particular brand and put the word franchise, they all land on the website of Franchise India. So while we have worked over the years, but we also felt the opportunity not only to expand our ecosystem, which we wanted to do, not just through our own equity offices, but we felt the partnership if we are able to create through IFC channel, would add a very big value, because every day the new opportunities are being launched into franchising. So we felt the need was to have a deeper reach and connect with the community. So we felt, how do we create a meaningful partnership which has some meaning, which has some purpose, but also profitable partnership. So the noble idea to help people buy business and make money is what we had at the back of our minds. So we'll take you through a small presentation, friends, on what we have to offer. And I'll request Sanjay if he can do that. And before we do that, we always ask typical questions on your profile. So I'll request Sanjay if he can start with that. And friends, please write in the Q&A box. And so we'll give you some options about your background. You can choose any of these backgrounds and write where do you belong to. Anything else you want to ask, you can also feel free to perhaps ask us. Over to you, Sanjay.
Thank you so much. And yes, we are looking forward for having this webinar as interactive, as we want your details also. So if you are a professional, please write P and give us your location name also. Suppose you are from Pune, you write your profession. If you are profession, write P. If you are business owner, write B. If you are management consultant already into some consulting business, you are doing some consulting and practices, and write MC. And if you're looking for a career change, you can use C along with your city name. So if you're a professional, write P along with your name of the city, so that we can take your question also and your understanding what you're coming from. Plus, we have now opportunities in few cities. We will look forward for having your understanding from your city location also, which location you are coming from, and also what you do right now. That's very important to understand what you do. So if you are a management consultant, you can write MC, and you are already having a business, write B and with your city name, so that we will be understanding which city you are coming from. Okay, so we want to have interaction from your side. So please use Q&A box. In the meantime, we'll share the screen and give you some presentation also on what we are offering.
And my request will be, you will only benefit from this session if you're able to communicate through this exchange of some dialogues, because more we understand where you come from, what you need, better would be the interaction. Because most importantly, we're not just presenting what the opportunities, at the same time, we're also understanding if you have the qualities of a consultant to become a partner, because a business like us is a knowledge-driven business, right? So which means that as a consultant, you have to keep upgrading your knowledge levels on an everyday basis. So these are some things that you want to know, which also becomes a qualifying criteria. Along with this, if you can also mention your city where you want to open, will be also helpful. I see.
Absolutely, yes, we have already started. So Mr. Nilesh is the first one. Congratulations for coming up first. So it is, he is writing, he is a professional and he is from Mumbai. Welcome. We have Prashant has joined us. He is business owner already and having a location in Mumbai. Welcome. Mr. Jay Rage is from Mumbai again. It is B for it's okay, business owner and from Mumbai. Welcome all from Mumbai. And Mr. Gopi is also a business owner and he is from Pondicherry. Great location. So please, others also use Q&A box and share your inputs so that we would knowing that which city you are coming from and what are you right now into. So we'll keep on taking your questions, and in the meantime, I'll give you some inputs on our presentation today so that you can get some understanding what we do and how it is going to be helpful for you and what we offer. So broadly, give you some slides which are very important right now, but post that, we'll also have one-on-one interaction with each one of you, give you a lot of insights about franchising, about what we offer and this opportunity as well. And we'll also take your questions. Mr. Kaushik, I'll request, please do not raise your hand. So use Q&A box, which is at your bottom, and send us your query. So what is we talking about? What is franchising? So we have just discussed franchising is, if you've seen that we have just discussed about what is today the consumption, anything you consume is coming from franchising. And franchising is when you are giving your brand name to someone, there are two things, which is transfer the brand name and to transfer the know-how of the business. How this business is going to be done by partner, and you are transferring your brand name, that is franchising. And if we talk about category-wise, sector-wise, how big this franchising is, how this sector is. So if you'll see today, tech-based companies are also offering franchise. They're also looking for partners in different cities so that they can get the business also in other cities also. Health is a very, very large category today. If you'll see healthcare, there are a lot of businesses which has just evolved during and after the COVID time. There are e-clinics also now. There are a lot of hospitals which has come into franchising, and they are also looking forward for partners. And financial services, always a great category wherein we have got Motilal Oswal, we have Kotak, we have ICICI Securities. They're always there in the franchising, and we've been so fortunate that we have worked all of them, and they are also offering franchise. There are so many brands also in this financial services also offering franchise. And if you talk about food services and sales, we have a lot of food brands. So food is the third largest category in franchising. And if you see restaurant to fine dining to cafes to takeaways to a lot of new opportunities also open. There are tea bar, tea junctions are open now, are offering franchise. We are having recreation. So we have leisure businesses. We have a lot of companies into this category also. They have evolved and offering franchise opportunities. There are a lot of businesses which are offering for helping us in terms of giving some franchise opportunities. And we have a lot of companies from international, businesses also who are now entering India and offering franchise opportunities for Indian markets as well. If you talk about pet clinics, so pet care clinics and pet care, this business is also now franchised. A lot of companies into pet care services as well. So we have full-time restaurants, we have home-based services, we have auto. Auto is a very, very large category. We have not only service, we have got companies like Mahindra. Mahindra is offering an opportunity which is old, used cars and used two-wheelers also, wherein they are offering sales, service, and spares. So this is again an opportunity which is offered by Mahindra, but there are other businesses also, companies also, which are offering into this segment, offering franchise opportunities for entering into new sectors and new markets. We also have in auto now, if it's the E-segment, E-segment is largely coming into franchising. They're offering franchise, and wherein the two-wheelers and four-wheelers now into franchising. We can see hotels also offering franchise. So there can be a different model. In large formats, we offer FIHL model, wherein they offer an opportunity wherein franchisee or there is some partner who can invest in the company and managed by the brand itself. So we have business services, a lot of business services already there, retail segment, and we have other services which are direct to home services, which are into franchising. And then there are a lot of quick restaurant services, there are maintenance services offering franchise. So this is endless categories now today. There's a lot of categories who are offering franchise. So what we offer is tablet. So tablet would mean T stands for technology. So when we take any partner on board as an IFC partner, then there will be training. And what we do is we will create your Franchise India domain email address, which will be franchiseindia.in email address for you, so that you can use on your daily businesses. And CRM we also create for each member, so that you use our CRM, and then we give you all database in the CRM. A stands for access of infrastructure, what Franchise India do have. We have offices across, like someone was, there are a lot of people from Mumbai and saying, I'm from Mumbai. So we have office in Mumbai. We have office in Pune. We have office in Kolkata, any region you are coming from. So you can use our infrastructure. You can use our office for setting up your meetings, and our team and our regional heads would also help you in terms of meeting your investor, meeting your client, for having a meeting also there. And we also invite investors for particular brand, wherein brand is also being invited to our office. And full day, we put a structure, we put a workshop, wherein brand we invite, and we also invite some investors to have one-on-one meeting with the brand. So that becomes your platform wherein you can meet all your investors, and you can also use our full-time office, wherein we can give you complete space and you can be in our office. So initially, wherein it was going to help. So first 3 months are very, very important, wherein we also be one-on-one meeting with you and helping you to understand every product, every business part of this. And then we also invite any investor, any brand, and having one-on-one meeting in our offices, and our team is completely helping you throughout. B stands for brand. So these brands, which we are writing 500, we have almost around 1100 companies today who have given us this mandate, who have given us this authority to sell franchises and create network for them. So what we do, we help to structure first, we help to get them ready for franchise, we create their business model, we create their complete structure for SOPs, systems in place, and then we go for marketing and make franchise for them. So we have around 1100 brands which are ready, available for all our IFC partners, and which would also have 100 plus companies which are not from India, but they are from all over the world. So as a lot of companies from other countries also, they are looking forward for India as a market to operate and expand. So they come through Franchise India. So Franchise India, one of our vertical is Fran Global, which is an international arm of the business, wherein we help other companies to come in India, and Indian companies also, we take them to different countries to have partners in those countries as well. So what we do is we offer this brand list to all our IFC partners. Though when you come for the training, we create your brand portfolio, which brands are looking forward for your city to expand. And we also seek your information, that which category you are coming from, what is your liking, what is your profile. Accordingly, we create your brand portfolio. However, all these brands are ready for all of us to take it up further, and you can sell to any investor as per the requirement as investor is giving us. L stands for lead structure. So all leads are giving away Franchise India. So we do not ask you to invest even a single penny to generate any leads, to promote yourself, to do any promotion. That will be all done by Franchise India. Earlier, we were charging, as we have written, this 200 rupees per lead, but it was before COVID. But after COVID, we are not asking you to invest. So we are giving 50 guaranteed leads every month in your CRM, which are investor-centric leads. And we also create your brand portfolio as we discussed. And then each brand which you will be driving will give you fresh leads with a new campaign we run, and we create all these lead structure and offering you. And then you can talk to those investors who are particularly brand-wise, and then we can create an opportunity to have brand also on the call, wherein further brands are also helping us, and our team member will also come on the call and help you to get through and do that deal structuring. E stands for events. So as Franchise India, we were discussing that 15-20 events every month we do. These are all available for all our IFC partners. What we do in this, we will fix up the venue. It will be all 5-star hotels in different cities, around 20 events every month. We also invite our IFC partners, and you can travel to other city also, wherever you are comfortable. So all events are free. You do not have to invest anything in this. We invite brands, we invite investors, because we do not keep it free for all our investors. It's all paid shows. So we sell the tickets. So our team would help you to create your meetings at the event, and you come and attend that event and meet the investors and see what is the requirement coming from each investor, because every investor is unique, and accordingly you can take him to the brand and get the deal done. So all our team members would be ready, available in these events, and to help you, to guide you how to structure, how to take investor on board, how to help to investor, to guide them further to structure a right opportunity for every investor. T stands for training. So we have extensive 3 days training, which is in our corporate office. Every month it's happening, new batch, which we are taking on board. After this webinar, we take them on board, and then we invite them to our corporate office to have this 3 days extensive training in our office. And we also offer you then a certificate, a license, that you become now certified franchise consultant, that is independent franchise consultant certified by Franchise India. And then you start your business. Everything starts from the training part. And these 3 days training, there will be 1 full day dedicated by our chairman, and then our top management and other CEOs and leaders from different verticals will also give you understanding about the businesses, how we work, and what is an opportunity. And we also invite our international vertical, our CEO, and then giving you complete understanding about what are the opportunities which are coming into India and what we have already, and we can also offer you, and you can also take charge on those international opportunities as well. So what is our proposed structure for IFC? Because as we said, everybody is unique. Every investor is unique for you, and for us, every partner is also unique. So it is our opportunity. If you seek any business opportunity, every business is having a ROI. Our business is having a different ROI. Normally you have seen and you have heard, it is return on investment. Our business is return on involvement and return on intelligence. So more time you are giving to this business, more involved you are, more rewarding it will be. So it is return on involvement. Now here, there are different partners giving different time slots. So, suppose we need minimum 100 hours a month. So if you are engaged with this business, every day you are putting up 4 or 5 hours, somebody is putting 6 hours, and we also have full-time IFC partners. So accordingly, your growth structure is there. So when you join at the entry point, which is IFC. It's an entry point. And then you go to IFC Elite level. IFC Elite you can become when you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue or 15 deals, because we do deals, we do transactions, and we call it as deals. So if you hit 15 deals in a year, it's in a year, or you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue, whichever is coming earlier, you can become our IFC Elite member. Then you can go to Pro level when you hit 50 lakh rupees revenue or 30 deals, and timeline you can decide. So we don't have any target in this. You can use it in 3 months. You can go for 4 months. You can have 2 months. So we also have partners who have achieved Elite membership in 1.5 months also. And then we have got master level. If you hit 1 crore rupees revenue, it can take 1 year or 2 years. So then you become master. How it is going to change your whole structure, payout structure, how it is going to be helpful in terms of when you reach Elite, what you get, and when you reach Pro, what you get at this sector. So when you are becoming our IFC base level, you are 40% shareholder. This is the payout structure. Please put some time also and attention here. You are my 40% partner. When you become Elite member, so would mean that when you hit 15 lakh rupees business, 15 lakh rupees revenue, you become our 50% member. So it would mean at Elite membership, we are 50-50 partnership. And then at Pro level, when you hit 50 lakh rupees revenue, you become our 60% partner, we get 40%. Now it is reverse of base level. And then you become master, you are getting 70% share, we are getting 30% share. So now I'll make you understand what your 40% is all about and what is this terminology, IA, IS, BS, and BD. So these are 4 products. So before we discuss about these products, I'll give you understanding of which community we are talking about, which community we are working with. So we have 2 communities. One side, we have investors. These are all who are looking forward to invest in any of the business with different investments, with different investment categories. So if someone is looking forward for, say, up to 20 lakh rupees, which is at a base level, up to 20 lakh rupees, we also onboard that investor first. If someone is looking for a 2 crore rupees, we also onboard the investor first. We do not work free because we are all consultants, we are all advisors. We do not work free for anyone. So when we start with the registration. We start with investor acquisition. So if you'll see I stands for investor, B stands for brand. So there are two things which are common, which is I and B. Now I stands for investor, B stands for brand. So these are the two communities we work. So when we work with investor, we get investor on board. That comes up to as investor acquisition. That's a registration, which is minimum, is 25,000 rupees as a registration charges for investor. And this is all what we do. When we interact with investors, we give you 50 leads in your CRM, you start interacting. Our team will also have joint calls with investors, and we also will help you how we can take an investor on board. There will be complete training on this product, which is investor acquisition product. And once we are taking any investor on board, then we service that investor. Servicing would mean we'll start working with that investor to find out a right opportunity, a right franchise opportunity for that investor. And if there is any sign up, when we finalize, it becomes investor servicing fees. So first is investor acquisition fees, then there is an investor servicing fees. Now this investor servicing fees would mean investor also have to pay us a service fees, because we have serviced that investor, we have found a franchisee for that investor, and they have signed the LOI, they have signed any document and paid the token amount to any brand which we are suggesting, and that would mean investor is serviced. At the same time, when we service an investor would mean there's one brand that investor have taken as a franchisee, that brand is also giving us brand success fees. That becomes BS, brand success fees. So we charge brand also, which we are servicing, and these all brands are onboarded with us. If there is any investor asking for any brand, any opportunity, we can get that opportunity, whether it is onboarded with us or it is not onboarded us, provided that investor is looking forward for an opportunity which is available, and the brand is also offering franchise, and second, that offering franchise in that segment also in that location as well. So we can go across and find out that opportunity for investor, but provided that investor is registered with us. The investor has done us the investor acquisition fees, they have paid to us. This is all we do. And then you will see there is a 3 businesses which you are getting after investor onboarding. So when we investor on board, that means investor acquisition is done, which is minimum 25,000 rupees. And then servicing fees is minimum 50,000 rupees each investor. And brand servicing fees would depend on brand to brand. So some businesses where we have 2 lakh rupees as a brand servicing fees to franchise India. In some cases, we have 3 lakh, some cases we have 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh. And in some cases, which are bigger ticket value, we have 20, 30 lakh rupees success fees as well. And then there are different models where we have a unit franchise, and we also offering master franchise opportunities, area developer franchisees. In those, we have a bigger ticket value. We have 20, 30 lakh rupees, 40 lakh rupees also as our success fees to franchise India. So in these 3 parts, in 3 products, IFC partner is getting 40% of what we get. As an example, if you have 10 investors you work in a month and you get 10 investors on board, would mean you have done 10 IA, 10 registrations. Now what you get? 25,000 into 10, that becomes 2.5 lakh. So this 2.5 lakh is coming to franchise India. What is your share is 40%. Straight away, you have earned 1 lakh rupees out of that. But it's not end. So then we start servicing. We start servicing the investor, and any opportunity which has been closed, so it can take a 15 days, 20 days, a month, 2 months in some cases, but business is getting booked in your name because investor is registered with you. It is 100% sure shot deal for you, would mean that investor who have already registered with us will get 1 franchisee and will buy 1 franchisee from our side. depending on the opportunity to opportunity, brand to brand, but he will buy a franchisee from us. So would mean this IS fees is confirmed for you, which is minimum 50,000. So 50,000 each investor into 10 gives you 5 lakh rupees revenue. Out of this 5 lakh rupees revenue, again, your share is 40%. 40% of 5 lakh is 2 lakh rupees. So you have got first 1 lakh. Now you are getting 2 lakh rupees as IS fees, your share, which is 40%. And BS fees, as I said, it is not fixed. It is 2 lakh to anything up to 20, 30 lakh rupees also. But as an example, as an average, let's assume that it is 2 lakh rupees each brand you will paying. So we are selling 10 franchisees because we have 10 investors onboarded in the first month, for example. So these 10 investors will get the 10 brands, and these 10 brands which we are selling give us, let's assume it is 2 lakh rupees each success fees from brand. Into 10, it becomes 20 lakh rupees revenue to Franchise India through your site. So when we are getting 20,000 lakh rupees, your share is again 40%, which is 8 lakh rupees, which is straight away your share because you are my 40% partner. You get 8 lakh rupees out of this 20 lakh. It may come in different months at different dates, but it is already blocked for you and fixed for you. So would mean if you are doing 10 investors onboarded, you get 1 lakh, then 2 lakh, then minimum I'm talking about, then 8 lakh. So 11 lakh rupees is your share if you're getting these 10 investors on board. And fourth product is BD, which is business development, means all brands which we are driving right now, somebody have got them onboarded. You also have equally opportunity to get new brands on board. In that, you have to share that reference, that company name to us. If they are looking forward for franchise, you can share with us. Our regional heads will closely work with you, and we help to guide properly and what kind of services they require. There's a different proposals for brand onboarding, which starts from 7.5 lakh to 15 lakh to 40 lakh to 75 lakh rupees onwards. But minimum is 7.5 lakh is the minimum brand onboarding fees if they have to work through us. So we'll build their structure, SOP, systems in place, and all franchise model, collaterals, all those. So it depends the expansions where they are looking forward for opening franchisees. We are offering them complete proposal presentation done by our side. You are getting only reference in all the cases. That's why it is 20% in all 4 cases, whereas Elite, Pro, and Master will take you to 50, 60, and 70% stage if you are in this sector. So if you are becoming Elite, you get 50%, we get 50%. I have given example on 40%, same sharing would be on 50%, then same would be on 60%, same would be on 70% when you become master. But please understand, for my example, at a master level, if you do 10 lakh rupees business, 7 lakh rupees is your share, 3 lakh rupees is our share. We still continue giving you all the leads, all the brands, all the training, all events, and joint calls, every support which is required from Franchise India is giving you. Your investment is nil. Only thing, if you are creating a firm, you're creating an office, you have some team members, that's the salaries, you can give it to them. But if you'll see overall, what will be your investment if you are having a master position, you get 10 lakh rupees revenue. Suppose you are having 2 people, 3 people in the system, you have office rents which are to be given. This, if you'll minus, then you will see what kind of business you are doing and what is our sharing, and investment towards doing that business is nil. Because we give you all through support, everything is done by us, and you also have opportunity to take brand onboarding. There is no barrier, or there is nothing that you get 2, 3, 4. There is no question about that. So it is your capability, how you want to build it. You want to do 10 brands on board in a month, you want to do 4, you want to do 2, but more joint calls you arrange, more references you give us, we will help you to take them on boarding, and then you will get also leads. You will see first 50, then it will increase. Every position it will increase, and CRM also, first it is 1 ID, then you will get 2, 3, 4 IDs, so that you can also have more members from family or friends, or maybe some team members in your team, so that you can get more business from us. So these leads are all coming to your CRM. But when you drive brands, we give you brand leads also. That will be completely fresh brands leads, which we are giving to you every month. We can change the portfolio also. Anytime you can have any brand. We launch every day new brand, which is there available. So you can also attend our program, which is our brand launching program. We have 3 days wherein we have a Zoom meeting with all our IFC channel, which is Monday, 8 o'clock in the morning, which is mandatory to join. Then Wednesday, 8 o'clock in the morning, and Saturday, 8 o'clock in the morning. So these are 3 days fixed, non-negotiable, wherein you have to attend, wherein other IFC partners all across India are attending. We are also inviting one brand to have a brand training and also have brand presentation to you, brand refresher training to you, so that you also get to know and introduce to that brand owner, and will also get understanding on that, what is they offer, what is their model, what is their financials, and then you also get in touch with them. Then accordingly, you can pitch to your investors as well. And brands are always open and helping us to close the deals, because they're also with us onboarded only with one vision, that they are there to increase the network. They are looking for franchise development. That's why they are with us, and we help them to get investors meeting with them. And that's how this structure will go. Now, in this format, as I said, we have Franchise India helping to our partners. So if you are looking forward for any other opportunity also, that we will pass on this query to any of our partners in that city, where we can see what is matchmaking and what is that you are looking at. But when we are talking about Franchise India opportunity, why it is unique, why it is highly rewarding, because it is coming to you with 3 years of agreement with you as a partner of Franchise India. But how you can become partner of Franchise India? There is one time a license fees of 4.5 lakh rupees plus GST. That is one time, and 3 years, we are investing everything on you. We are making you as a brand, and you also have opportunity to work with Franchise India brand name, because you are taken our license, you become our partner. As a partner, you can work with all investors and get them on board, and then brands also. And we also help to sell these franchises. So we have different products that all are open with you. We have different opportunities which are international also. We have exit business also, which is resale. That also we give you complete training, which is open for all my IFCs. We do not charge anything extra. This is one-time fees for first 3 years. So 3 years is the agreement term. And after that, there will be a renewal to be done. That is case-to-case basis. We do, but 3 years is the agreement period, wherein you don't have to invest any single penny during these 3 years. So this is a Franchise India program of Independent Franchise India, franchise consultants. So now what is the next level procedure? So we will also reach out to you. All our teams will reach out. We will also understand your requirement. You ask us questions. We will ask you questions. And once we feel that this is win-win for both, and you are looking forward, and you are really looking forward for this, and you're passionate about consulting business, and you really want to become partner of Franchise India, there will be a selection call, a 10-minute, 15-minute introduction call with our chairman, and then we will take it up further. Then we will be inviting you to our office for training, and then training will happen, and you will get complete understanding, and then we start your business from day one. So thank you so much for joining in this webinar. We have reached to 6 o'clock. It was 5 to 6. So here onwards, we will look forward to have one-on-one meeting with you, open discussion with you, wherein you ask us as many questions. And then we also ask you, if you really feel, then we'll take it to the next level to have one-on-one interaction with our chairman with final selection process. Till then, thank you so much once again, and on behalf of team. So all heads, please unmute, and you can also put a word of thanks to everyone from your side, so that we can look forward for further discussions. Over to you all.
Thank you so much, all of you, for joining in. I'm sure it was a very good session, and we're looking forward to connect with all of you soon.
Absolutely. Shakti?
Hi, good evening. Thanks for connecting, and I'm sure we will be able to capitalize this opportunity. So we will connect with you immediately. Thank you.
Absolutely. Adesh?
Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll surely solve all your queries which you are having in your mind, and let's work together, make this a success. Thank you.
All right, one by one, Abhimanyu, Rajveer, Sudeep, Varsha.
Hi friends, good evening first of all, and thank you so much for connecting us. And I hope everyone liked our sessions. And very soon we'll meet you face to face. We'll discuss more things, and I'm sure we'll rock together. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for attending this.
All right, Varsha, your word of thanks.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for connecting. We really look forward to connect with you all and guide you personally and onboard you the next level partners and scale up the common objective of the businesses and make this as a successful journey.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for you to attend this also. And thank you for all